Calgary Stampede went into toward paddock and up towards it.
Hello everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here at Little Bromley on the Essex and Suffolk border. I'm still in Essex at the moment. I'm there going to make my way back. Little war memorial there. There's the old-fashioned letterboxes, nice old-fashioned red one with ER, Her Royal Highness. So I'm going to make my way back to Ipswich. It's a beautiful day today. And enjoy the ride. A couple of subjects that I want to go on to today, so I'm going to try not to make this too long. You know what I'm like, I'll go on and on and on forever. But the last vlog that I put up about the sentencing of the guy with Aaron's court case, Trackless Ribs, had such a reply to that, it was overwhelming. And it seemed to me that the majority of the people, you know, thought this is not good enough. You know, the sentencing wasn't high enough, especially in these cases where people, you know, blatantly fall below the standard of driving. And I think that's what I would like to see. It seems to me at the moment in this country, if you pinch money or do anything like that, you get a higher sentence than you do if you nearly kill somebody in a car or kill them in a car, basically. And I don't think that's right. There was a guy in my local paper today, actually, who stole some overtime off the ambulance department where he worked. And they found out that he hadn't been doing this overtime, so he was paid, I don't know, £4,000 more than what he should have done. Well, he never went to prison, but his sentence was far higher than the driver who nearly killed my son. So it seems to me every time I look at these sentences that the majority of them seem to be that if you steal money, it's more likely that you're going to get a higher sentence than if you nearly kill somebody or kill somebody in a car. Whoa! Fuck! I wonder why that car swerved in front. Fucking lump of wood. Maybe it's time we had a look at the law and had a, you know, have it stiffened up a bit. Didn't say it right, did it? Stiffened up a bit. But yeah. The trouble is, if we want this thing to go ahead, we'd all have to, as bikers as well, we'd all have to live under that rule. If we drive like knobs and cause an accident or anything like that, we should face the same consequences as car drivers. Because we know it's unbalanced anyway. We know us bikers are picked on, there's no doubt about that. If you go out there and do something really silly in their bike, they're going to throw the book at you. You do it in a car, they're not even going to touch you hardly. So that's the first thing really. So I think maybe it's time we had a look, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. I don't think the will is there within the judicial system. My God. And I think this will just go on and on and on. Right. Through this little bridge. Oh, little red bomb. Little red bomb. Right, the other thing is, I was on a hangout last night. Mr. and Mrs. B's brain dump hangout. We have it every Thursday. It's a light-hearted affair, and we have a little quiz and stuff like that. And you know, it's open to everybody. So if you want a bit of fun or you want to laugh, go on there. It's at 9 o'clock on a Thursday night, UK time, of course. Well, last night we had some questions come in, because people just put questions in, you know, and there was a question came through, and it basically said, what editing suite do you use for your vlogs? And everybody sort of said, yeah, I use Vegas this and I use this and that. There's so many. And one of the vloggers, and he didn't mean it intentionally, it wasn't done on purpose, he wasn't taking a piss, but he just said, well, Movie Maker's shit. And I thought, hang on here a minute, Movie Maker is shit. Well, I then made quite clear that there's a lot of people who use Movie Maker, and there's certain reasons why they do. Maybe somebody like me who's dyslexic finds it very hard to grasp some of the technology on the internet. And when I started vlogging, the only editing suite I had was Movie Maker, because it was on my computer. And luckily enough, my daughter had already got a little bit of knowledge of it, and she soon taught me the basics, and it's still only the basics that I do. And every single video that I've put up on YouTube, and there's been over 100 and odd, are all being done through Movie Maker. Well, and I tried to point out there last night that there's a lot of people who can't use Vegas or some of the others. So in my case, I went out and bought Vegas Movie Maker, put it on my computer, sat there, tried to play around with it, couldn't get anywhere. I just could not break it. I just could not get to find out how it works. And I even went on and looked at some of the people on the internet who were showing you how these things work, and I still couldn't pick it up. You know, my brain, being dyslexic and whatever, just it's not open to it. And this was what I was trying to say. And there's sometimes, you know, I go on YouTube and I see some of these beautifully edited moto vlogs with the music and all the stuff, and they wow me. I think, my God, that is fantastic. You know, these clever kids, all these clever guys and girls, put this sort of stuff up with all these different different angles and all this sort of stuff, and I think it's very, very clever. But somebody like me will know that it's never going to happen for me. You know, I don't think I'm ever going to be in the situation where I can do vlogs with all different angles and stuff like that, and music and stuff like that. So there's a reason why a lot of people do use Movie Maker, because it's simple, easy, free, and you ain't got to do a lot, you know, to learn it, where some of the others seem a lot complicated to some people. So that's just my take on it anyway. So get past these bloody traffic lights. Hey, we're off. I think we're in East Bergholt here at the King's Head. Nice spot of the world, this. Yeah, so that's my take on it. You know, just because somebody uses an inferior editing suite doesn't mean that, you know, they're lazy or they're not interested in other stuff, because they probably are, but it's just the ability of that person. And I know everybody's got the ability to learn. Even the dyslexic person has got the ability to learn on some things, but some things they can't. Stay back, my friend. So it's Movie Maker for me for the time being. So that was the only thing I wanted to say, really, is that because somebody uses Movie Maker, it doesn't mean that their vlogs are shit or anything else, you know. It's a free little tool out there for us to use, and I'm happy with it. So anyway, keep going on and on. There's a couple of subjects today about different things, one about the law, one about editing. So look at this, it's so gorgeous out here today. It's a pity I've got to go home now. all the trees are turning brown and losing their leaves, and I don't know. When it's a nice day today, you know, like today, this time of year, you can't beat it. It's not even cold. Not even cold at all. It is lovely. Anyway, I'm not going to keep going on and on. That's enough of me. Suffolk Andy.